Neutrogena moisturizer, Hydro Boost. That's the name. Neutrogena Hydro Boost moisturizer. I will just shout in the class like a guy. Everybody sit down. That is our milestone. Bam. Hi fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for subscribing. Please excuse me, I have a cold, but it is quite important for me to do this video today, so don't worry, just give me a little bit of grace. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Glory, the comforter storyteller, and you're welcome. If you're a new subscriber, it means that you are part of those that are helping us or enabling us to celebrate this milestone that we are in. And I am so grateful, so welcome. Don't forget to turn on your post notification so that you can be notified when I post new videos. And to my returning subscriber, thank you so much. You guys have been here from the beginning. I'm so grateful and I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing the videos. I'm going to be doing a few things in this video, 3 things to be precise, and so we get along. I just freshened up. Like I said, I have a cold. If you notice, my face is quite dry because I just freshened up. All right, so I want to do my skincare. While I'm updating you with my skincare routine, a lot of persons asked me on Facebook for this updated version, so I just thought to share it as I'm doing it, so that I will not do a separate video for that, while I'm also sharing that we hit our milestone. Bam! Yeah, I'm super excited. You can tell. It was on Saturday that I hosted a worship meeting with my husband as led by God, and when we finished the worship meeting, I think we were in the kitchen or something, or I was just sitting still, and then I decided to check my YouTube studio and I saw that we were 1,000 subscribers. I could not believe it. I didn't know how to act, because I mean, this is not where we are stopping, we are going higher. But I mean, this milestone took a long time. You know how people will say get 1,000 subscribers in 5 days? My own was not 5 days. It was a long time, but I know that all of that is due to my not being consistent. But I've looked forward to this milestone for a long time, and I'm so grateful. Thank you to all of you that subscribe. Thank you so much. I am super grateful. So let's go right into the my skincare routine. If you have watched to this point, don't forget to subscribe. So yeah, this shirt is from, I think, from Shein. My sister got it for me and I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, big sis. Have a big sister, y'all. So I wanted to say something before I share my skincare routine. Like I said, I have a targeted skin condition that is being treated. So I saw an esthetician. It's not like I just decided to start buying. No, I'm not even a skincare junkie. Like, I don't like how much I spend on it, but I mean, it's become a necessity for me at this point. So for you, if you don't have a specific skincare concern, then you might just buy the basic things. You don't have to get a stash like myself. Secondly, don't be pressured. Don't think this was making me glow. You people have seen my videos before now that I've always had a very blessed skin. So the skincare, whatever, is just helping to enhance. Is not the secret. Jesus is the root of the glory. So I'm just trying to say that don't put yourself under undue pressure that I want to glow like Sister Glory. First of all, name yourself Glory, but that's joking apart. But I mean, don't be under any unnecessary pressure. These things are costly, especially now in Nigeria. They are very costly, so don't go and break bank. There's something for everybody. That's why it's good to talk to somebody who is a skin expert. They can guide you on what to do. I have a particular routine that I follow, so and it helps me. So I'm just going to share my basic morning, I think, a nice routine, so that even if you're going to use it, it's just basic. It's not for any reason. It's just to help sustain or enhance the glow. Praise God. So the first thing, Dank products have worked for me, and I really love them. This is the first one I use, the Dank Beauty Water. It's a toner, so that's what we'll be using first. I have to put my hair in a bun because I don't want it getting in my face. So how have you guys been? Like I said, 1,000 subscribers is so much big deal to me. I know a lot of people are in 100,000, but we're gonna get there. So thank you so much for 1,000. Please don't stop sharing my channel with your friends. I have videos on here that will be a blessing to you, and I know you love it. So thank you so much. And I also get back to making videos with my husband. In fact, the next video after the next one will be a video with him, because there's something that God laid in my heart just this morning that we should share. So we'll be sharing it together. So it won't be just me, we'll share it together. So I've gone in with the toner. This is my simple morning routine. Okay, so I washed my face with the Dang face wash. So in the bedroom, instead of using your normal body soap, there's a face wash that Dang Lifestyle has. So that's what I use to wash my face. Then after that, I dry my face. Your face will come out looking a bit dry depending on your type of skin. And so I go in with the toner. So the toner first, and then this morning, this is my morning routine, vitamin C serum. So I want the toner to dry a little before I go in with the serum. So while I'm waiting for it to dry, let's talk. Let me get started with my hair so that but I don't want to transfer the fluid. This is what I use for my hair when I do my braids or anything. This is what I use. Nature's Gentle Touch is just a conditioner, a leave-in conditioner to just help the hair. This is kinky, by the way, so I use this. So after I come out of the shower, I use Amlactin lotion. On some days, as I feel, I use this Eucerin. This is a gift from my dad. Like I said, it works for me. So yeah, this or that. But for every usual person that you don't have any targeted skin conditions, I would advise you get this. This is very good. Or you get St. Ives. St. Ives is what I've been using like for a long time. So that's that about that. So while we are waiting for it to dry, I want to share something that God reminded me of in church yesterday, and somebody had asked on this channel, so let's just talk about it. Yesterday in church, I went to church earlier because we had departmental meetings and we had to get to church before it was time for service. So while I was seated in church, I was feeling very, very hot, and I needed to go and sit near the AC, like where the thing is blowing very well. So I went to sit there, and while I was seated there, somebody came in and sat like 2 chairs beside me. So when he sat down, I think I greeted him, and he looked at me. I was like, wow. Then I laughed and I was like, I sound like a man, right? He said, yes. That he's so surprised. He was so, you need to see the surprise on his face. He was super surprised, and I was like, it's no big deal. It's not a big deal. I mean, so I was talking to an usher who was standing with us too, and I spoke again, and he looked back at me. I was like, what? You sound like a man, but you are so beautiful. And I was like, how does sounding like a man affect me looking beautiful and everything? But I just laughed about it, and I left afterwards. Not that I left because of what he said. I left when I was like done taking in the fresh breeze. So when I left, God just reminded me of a particular comment I got on my video. Somebody was asking that I don't like the look of this hair. I don't know. It's because I'm waiting for my skincare to dry up. So somebody was asking in that YouTube comments that I should please talk about how I was able to embrace my masculine voice and not allow it to affect my self-esteem. So it was because of, as I was going, I just remembered that I was supposed to do a video. So rather than do a new video, I just decided to do it with this one where I'm sharing my updated skincare routine. I'm also sharing the celebration of our 1,000 subscribers. So let me talk about it. So growing up, I just discovered, I was giving birth to, and as I was growing up, I discovered that my voice was different from every other person. I think my first discovery was in primary school. It wasn't like a big deal at that time because I would just talk and people would be like, Glory, is that you? So as at then, it even felt like a big deal. Like it felt like something to be happy about. It felt like something very exciting, as in because I was different. I could do the things that people could not do. I remember back then in primary school, this scene is coming back to my head right now. And whenever we are on break and people are just relaxing, eating their food, and it's almost past break time, I would just shout in the class like a guy, everybody sit down. And everybody will scamper to their seats and they will run, and I will start laughing so hard. Everybody would be like, Glory, you're not serious. So it was fun. It was like, everybody likes my voice. I didn't see much of a big deal. In fact, people used to tell me that we do that, do it again, so that people can be afraid and they will run to their seats. And so up until when I got to high school, which is secondary school, and it wasn't a big deal. I did not think at any point I had any issues with me thinking about how I sound. Right, when I was in secondary school, I joined the school choir. I don't have a very sweet, melodious and voice, but I just joined the school choir and they put us in bass. There's a particular friend of mine, Poemi. She has trained her voice to sound sweeter. We were also singing bass together, and so we used to sing. It was really, in fact, I should be collecting money for that voice, because everybody would be like, Glory, do it again, let me hear. In my mind, I'll be like, I remember we had a big hall in my secondary school, St. Louis Grammar School. We had a big hall, and whenever I want to scare people, I'll just go and stand in front of the hall. The hall is quite big, like it could take over 250 students, and I'll just shout, "Everybody sit down." Everybody will just start scampering to their seat, thinking he's a teacher or the head teacher or anything, and then they'll say, "Glory, you're not serious," and I'll feel so glad. So I'm just trying to explain that the environment with which I discovered what my voice was like was a calming one. It was even more of, I was like a celebrity. This is my vitamin C serum, and that's what I added. So it was even more like I was a celebrity. Everybody was like, "Do it, do it, do it." So I didn't even know it was a big deal that I was sounding like a guy. I felt like it was an advantage, and that's the first thing I would tell that person who asked me this question, is that the first thing about any feature of your body that is different is that God will help you to see it as a blessing, as an advantage, right? For me at that time, I didn't even know that it was a thing in the world that people would be like, "You sound like a guy," or "You sound like a girl." I didn't know it as a negative thing. I felt it was even a good thing that if I wanted to talk to somebody on the phone, I can use it to be like, "Hello, this is Mr. So and so." I mean, it was more like an advantage, and that's what God will help us to see in his perspective, because the Bible says that we are wonderfully and fearfully made. It was not a mistake that you came from heaven with a male kind of voice, or is it masculine voice. It's not a mistake that you came from heaven having anything you consider a deformity, or it's not a mistake. God is deliberate about the things he does, and that's the first perspective that must rest on your heart, that it is an advantage. It is for a purpose. It was much later when God will tell me about the mandate to evangelize, to tell others about Jesus, that I realized that I needed the strength in my voice. It was later when ministry would come and I would preach in the buses, and I did not need the mic. In fact, when we go for evangelism, I do need a mic. In the crowd, I'll just start talking out loud, because I had discovered that it was for an advantage, it was for a purpose. I now realized that when we go for rural rugged, then during my NYC, when we go out to preach, no, but in fact, I used to lead worship, and I don't need I don't need anybody to back up or anybody to sing along. My voice was a choir. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to say that God will show you his own perspective about it. Everything that God has made is good. You must set that in your heart, that this voice might look like a disadvantage to others, but it is good. It is for a purpose, it is for an intent. And even if you have not yet discovered why it is for, because for me, I didn't even know that it was going to be good for ministry. At that point, I was just enjoying the fact that I was different. You must be ready to celebrate your difference. Be ready to celebrate the fact that, oh, this part of my face looks darker than the other. And it's not pride, it's not hypocrisy, it's not that you are faking it. No, it's just that you understand that everything that God has made, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, down to the intricacy of your voice. If God knows the very hair of our head, if God numbers it, what makes you think that the texture of your voice is not something that he knows? Like I said, as I grew up and I began to go into ministry, began to know God, began to do ministry, I've had to minister in places where there were no mics, and I was my natural mic. Seriously, fam. Anyway, I'm going in with this essence so that you know what I'm doing. This is the third step. So yeah, if my moisturizer just finished, Neutrogena moisturizer, Hydro Boost, that's the name, Neutrogena Hydro Boost moisturizer. Because it's finished, I use this essence. So if I have that, I don't use it. So yeah, you get the drift. So like I said, it was, for me, it was like an advantage. So eventually when I found out what it was going to be used for, like in God's kingdom, see me, I was enjoying myself. That time when they tell me to come and sing alto, I'll just be happy, because I know that they only need one alto, my brother, my sister. They only need one person to sing alto, and I will sing it, and it will part the entire choir. And I'm not joking, and I'm not being proud. It's just what God has given me. So you see, like, your perspective towards it helps in every way. And if you find out that it's beginning to affect you, maybe because of what people say, like I said, the environment I grew up did not really make me feel terrible about it, because I grew up seeing it as an advantage. Maybe for you, you grew up seeing it as a disadvantage. I want to encourage you to seek God's perspective about it. Like, see it through God's lens, see it through God's eyes. And this goes for anything that has been affecting your self-esteem. The highest builder of self-esteem is what God says about you. It's not even what you discover by yourself, or what a book says about you, or what you think you are. It's what God says about you. When I began to discover that this was good, you have a sweet voice, I stopped bothering, man. I stopped thinking that, oh, it was an issue. And like I said, even till date, I'm married, you know, sometimes I will enter Uber cab or a boat ride, and then they'll be like, oh, sorry, it was the guy that ordered. I'm like, no, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. They'll say, the person's voice was a man's voice. I say, no. Maybe this is my name, I'm the one. And I don't feel offended because I have seen God's perspective. I have seen the advantage in it. I've seen that every difference that we have, it is to an advantage. It is for a blessing. All of us cannot be the same thing in this world, and that's why God puts differences in us. And God is deliberate about the things He does. Like I said in the beginning, He did not give you that voice just for jokes. He is deliberate about giving you that particular voice. So God will help you to embrace it. Some steps that can help you to embrace it is that when you're in the midst of people, talk freely. If anybody talks about you, say, yes, that's my voice, that's how I talk. And before you know it, people will learn to accept that this is who you are. They will not even, it's how you present yourself that will make them know how to accept you. I've never been weak about it. Like, I've never even thought it to be a disadvantage. I think that's the bedrock. So if I'm not thinking it as a disadvantage, I can't even allow you to make me think. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. In case you need somebody now that is going to speak, like that is going to help you to speak to someone that is bothering you, employ me. I am I am readily available, right? So up next we have this is my sunscreen. This one was a gift from my friend, Black Girl sunscreen. But on a normal day I use this dang. When I'm not going out, I like to use this one. But when I'm going out, I use this one. This one has 50 plus protection than this, all right? So that's how it works. So because I'm staying home today, I'm just recording videos. I'm going to be using this one. I won't use the dang one because this one has 30 plus sun protection, and yeah, that's it. So like I was saying, that's how I learned to embrace that part of me. It wasn't even an issue from the beginning. It was just something that I had seen as an advantage, and I had used as an advantage even before the spiritual part of it came in. I just felt like it was my difference, and it made me stand out in the middle of crowd. So in the middle of the crowd. So your perspective matters. It is how you see it that others will also see it. I don't know what I'm doing. So I think it's messed up because I did not allow the essence to dry. That's why. So I'm looking all white. But that's it. That's it about that. I think that's how I've been able to. My hair is too white, but we move. So I think that's how I've been able to handle me dealing with that. Oh, you have a what's it called? You have a masculine voice. People will not. Who are you? I don't even find it a matter. In fact, in church yesterday, when that guy was telling me, "Oh, you sound like a man," I was like, "Yes, I know. Yes, I know." He said, "He's so cool." I said, "I know he's cool." Me, you cannot even shame. It's not even a thing to be shameful about. I mean, it's a gift now. It's what makes. Not everybody. We are not plenty in this world that have this kind of voice. So please embrace it, sis. You don't have anything to worry about. Sincerely. Something that God gave you as a gift. Please embrace it and find out God's perspective and God's purpose for it. There's a reason why you have that kind of voice, even in a world where every other person sounds feminine. There's a reason why God made you to sound like that. So don't feel terrible about it, all right? I hope this message goes right into that person's heart. You are different, and that's cool. That's okay. It's okay to be different, all right? So that's basically what my morning routine looks like. The toner first. I go in with the toner, then my serum, then my moisturizer or essence, and then I go in with my sunscreen. So that's that. I have other routines for my nighttime, but I won't bore you with that, especially if you are not targeting any specific skin concerns. I think this is just okay for you. If you are just starting up, please don't stress yourself with too much ish. All right, so I'll be ending the video here. Congratulations on 1K subscribers. We are growing already. In fact, we are over 1K by now, maybe by one person. But I'm so grateful and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching the video to this point. If this video has in any way helped or blessed you, please don't forget to like it, give it a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend it to others. Don't forget to share with others, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications. I'll be posting new videos in a few days so that you can see it. All right, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.